Расскажи, Снегурочка, где была? Расскажи-ка, милая, как дела?
Hey everyone, welcome to Bad Toons, the cartoon review video podcast, where we look at the product of countless hours by dozens of animators, and we say, it's a bit shit, isn't it? I'm Chris.
I'm Andy.
And you know what? It's June right now, but July 4th is coming.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we were all about barbecues, we're all about picnics and shit like that, but we got to remember the reason for the season. And we got to support the troops.
Yeah.
Got to support the troops. They fought for our freedom. We got to support people who we've lost along the way. People like Private Roger Rose, Sergeant Darren Norris, General Jess Harnell, Brigadier Billy West, and 5-star Admiral Mark Hamill. They gave their lives to bring us Aero-Troopers on DVD. Or at least I assume they gave their lives. I assumed that after they got the paycheck for this monstrosity, they felt so guilty for what they had wrought and what they had supported that they walked straight into the ocean. Except for maybe Mark Hamill. I think he's been kicking around for a little bit, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe Disney's corpse replacement technology they used on Rogue One, they're using it a lot more and they're just not letting on what projects they're using that for.
I'm pretty sure Mark Hamill has sequestered himself to an island by himself. And he just spends his days there because he can't bear himself to bring shame back to mankind by showing his face.
And then Ray shows up and she's like, Mark, they're making another Arkham game. We got to bring you out of retirement.
Who's Ray?
Ray.
Ray Wise?
Ray Wise. He's going to be playing the Penguin's dad in the new Arkham game. He's old as fuck. And he's like, Penguin, when you gonna stop messing around and get a real job? And he's like, I'm a crime kingpin, Dad.
I get it. Because the Penguin's father is Condor. They're
oh my
birds.
God, you're right.
It's a family of birds.
Oh man. I didn't think about that. I wish I did. It would have made my bit clever and I could have took it to another place rather than just... So yeah, Aero-Troopers, brought to you by, this is a Patreon pick.
Patreon pick.
I hope my pop filter's working. This was brought to you by our pal Thoreau.
Patreon pick.
This was brought to you by our pal Thoreau. Don't do it again. He's fucking putting his hands up to his face. This is brought to you by our friend Thoreau. They paid a hefty price. Not monetarily, I think with their soul for what they've done to us. Because I've seen a clip from this, and I'm not looking forward to this. And you shouldn't either. Go watch Phasmophobia or one of our other good shows. This is going to be pretty bad.
Actually, it was Ray Romano. Hey, Mark, I need you to be the Joker. Kevin Conroy's not coming back. I'm going to be Batman. Alfred, where's the Batmobile? Deborah, where's the Batmobile? Deborah, where's my meatball sub?
Okay.
I refuse to acknowledge the existence of this bit.
I am a cloud, and you are the wind that has carried me here.
What? What did you say? Oh, an Aero-Trooper. I should have guessed. I never can understand what you guys are saying.
Oh my God. Oh God, I'm so old. Andy?
Yeah?
Andy, are you still there? Are you still with me?
Yeah.
I can't see my old tired eyes. The lights left my eyes, Andy. My bones hurt. How long were we in there? It feels like it was an eternity.
1 hour, 23 minutes.
What? This proves the point that even if a movie is full of shiny lights and explosions and crazy stuff happening, even if they jingle the keys in front of your face constantly, if a movie doesn't have a plot, it feels like you're in the hyperbolic time chamber. I would rather spend an entire day in a sensory deprivation tank and all the madness that would entail than to have to watch this film again. It is the second worst thing we've ever watched. Number one still being Control-Alt-Delete. I'd watch this thing twice over watching one more episode of Control-Alt-Delete, though. I'll put it out there. Andy, what were your thoughts on the film just in general?
I loved it.
Okay, well, this has been Bad Toons.
Oh, wait. Did I say I loved it? I meant that steampunk is the worst genre in the world.
Thoreau, what did you do to us?
This is the worst.
Thoreau, I thought you were a friend and a fan. You're a rascal and a beast. You're more beast than man for doing this to us. This movie, Bad Toons is our labyrinth. And this film is our minotaur. That's how bad So we open up.
And it looks like Riven or Mist or something. It's really weird.
It opens up with a quote. It's some old man. Andy, I love how you write your notes. What does your first note say?
Old man book.
Old man book. A pair of crinkled old hands is talking, and it sounds like Mark Hamill is eating his microphone like a drumstick.
When I was young, all I wanted was to escape the bonds of my home. Let the winds take me and explore the skies like the clouds.
Yeah.
It sounds like a Nestle's drumstick that he is just chowing down on and slurping. We hear every breath of the guy. Hey, by the way, I'm aware that I'm not one to cast stones because how bad our audio sounds. We're working on a $300 DAC with $120 microphones each. We're not making a fucking movie, and we're not Mark fucking I am the goddamn Joker and I'm in every other cartoon Hamill.
Hi, it's me, Mark Hamill. Welcome to my ASMR video. These are my receipts. Okay, I heard you kids really like it,
I'll wait till you're done,
I'm
Mr.
not
Hamill.
I was in Star Wars. I don't have to put up with this shit. That's a joke. I'm actually a very nice person. I ruined my notes.
So we open up, and let me just say, Avatar 2 looking kind of rough. Where did all that Disney dollars go? Oh my goodness. We built a theme park for this. We zoom in closer, and we see that we've been duped. We're just actually watching Sony's, the Sony PS2 demo for Dark Cloud. Little kids running around trees, and we got this mashed potato face looking boy. When suddenly, the climax to 5 different films just happens all in a row. We got this giant, I like to say this thing is like a cross between the windfish from Zelda and the crystalline entity from Star Trek TNG. Because it's just this giant fish that is eating thousands of people with little disregard.
I like to say it's the fish from James and the Giant Peach. Crossed with nothing because it's the fish from James the Giant Peach.
Also, I know I said little disregard. That means he has a great deal of regard. Like he'd be like, oops, sorry, everyone. Oh my goodness. Sorry. He has little regard for human or alien life. This is obviously not Earth. This is another, I want to say another world at first. This seems like another fucking plane of existence.
If you read Dune and were like too confusing, stay the fuck away from this movie.
It's funny you mentioned Dune. This to me feels like Sky Dune.
Yeah.
Or as I also call it, this is the Legend of Zelda, the Skyward shit. So this kid barely makes it out of the path of carnage using a kite that he built when he is saved by a Predator cosplayer. No, sorry, he's saved by Winslow Leach. Sorry, he's saved by Frankenstein. Not that Frankenstein, a different Frankenstein. Yeah, that Frankenstein. So the kid is now aboard this sky city. It's this big city of people who have been orphaned from their homes because of the Nemiclis. The Nemiclis being this giant fish in their sky world that eats everything. You'll notice that
makes sense to me.
Makes perfect sense to me. I guess it's a fish, not fish. It's a cloud pun like nemesis, Nemiclis. You know, like cumulonimbus cumulonimbus and stuff like that. Like cliss sounds like something like the suffix a cloud would have, like the technical definition of a cloud type, I guess. I should have looked it up before writing my notes. But they're on this giant city, and the kid gets over the death of his civilization quicker than a whippet with a bum full of dynamite. Faster than boiled asparagus, this kid gets over the death of his entire race because he becomes friends with Ron Weasley and Kyle MacLachlan if you took a wrench to his head. Airplanes. Oh, the Nemiclus. Andy, the Nemiclus is outside.
Oh no, I hope it fucking kills me instantly.
So we have a lot of depressing narration from old man Mark Hamill, waxing and waning about his people being eaten and what a hard life he's going to have. And in the background, these fucking Ron Weasley and this fucking, as I call him, mental deficient cryptic Anakin Skywalker are just, well, good thing they got Mark Hamill. They're just running around having a gay old time. They're waxing bombs and shooting shit.
They sneak into a thing of guns, which was pretty weird for children to do, in my opinion, but okay.
And it's great because this film was obviously foreign. I think it's alien. I don't think the people who wrote this are from. I feel like at the end of Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls, when that ship took off into space and the interdimensional aliens, they're not extraterrestrial, they're interdimensional, fucking flew away, they fucking dropped the script like a rift in time open, and this fucking script just kind of landed at Indiana Jones' lap, and he gave it to top men being Terry Azumi, I think his name is. But I love the narration in this scene because I don't know if they had the original script and they just had to wing it.
There were things we had to do. Then there were things we wanted to do.
So, what do you think? If this is what it takes to be captain, help yourself. Check this out. No, come on.
And things we were told not to do. And of course, the things we were told not to do were most appealing. We were very young.
There were things we wanted to do. And then there were things we had to do. And then there were things we were told not to do. Those were the things we wanted to do the most. Should I have married her? Not on your life. Was it the biggest mistake I ever made? You bet. Would I do it again? In a heartbeat.
I think it was more like this. Okay, and now I'm going to sort these Legos. Let me go ahead and get that. Okay. And now I'm using beads. I'm putting the beads in my hand. Do you kids like this? Does this make your neck tingle or whatever the fuck this is supposed to do?
Do you want to watch Branch and Poppy kiss? Oh, hey, look. It's Elsa from Frozen, and she's dating Spider-Man. And now the Joker farted. What is entertainment anymore? I don't know. The Nemicles attacks while these kids are playing around in this pod, and they have to learn to be fighter pilots. And that's when the Ron Weasley kid, what's his name?
Micah.
That's when he dies. He looks over, and his pod's full of blood, and he's like, oh no, Micah!
Oh no, this is how I talk. I'm a Joshua.
But Joshua, oh yeah, that's the name of the character, Joshua.
God damn it, Chris.
I'm sorry, they don't mention it for...
They say Joshua about 100 times in this movie.
I don't think, did they ever say his name?
Joshua?
I don't recall them ever saying his name.
Joshua.
Whispers that called my name. Joshua.
Joshua. I'm Joshua. My name is Joshua.
Cadet Joshua. Joshua.
Joshua. I'm known as Joshua.
Joshua.
You would be Joshua.
Joshua. Joshua's my name.
Joshua.
Maybe I was out. Maybe I was getting a snack or something. I missed the one scene where they said his name. That's why I can't recall it.
I think you might have missed the first 4 years of this movie.
Guess what? Meek is alive. It was a fake out.
He got shot once though.
But a lot of people died.
Yeah, and they show and it's like, oh no, he must have died from the bleed out.
No, he's fine.
No, he's back again. It was the second psych.
Yep, psych. Andy, I want you to give probably one of the greatest funeral, not since Spock passes away at the end of Wrath of Khan, have I heard a more impressive eulogy. And it's delivered from the really old mashed potato-y, lumpy, let's call him lumpy Paul Atreides. Go ahead and give that speech.
The winds are life, but the winds are also death. The winds are pretty good, but are they? No, they're bad. The winds are blue. No, wait. They are red. The winds are one thing. No. The winds are a second thing that is different than the first. I give winds an 8.5 out of 10.
Oh, he works for IGN apparently.
Did you miss that part of the movie? He's like, hold on, I have to stop teaching you kids how to fly so I can go back to my regular job at IGN.
The winds carry us through life. They carry us in death. They know no prejudice. Let us know the winds before we know death. The winds are life. Death gives us wings that free us from all selfish fears. Let those of us here join the winds, eternally peaceful.
See, I wrote it down differently. I wrote wind, wings, wings on the wind, wind wings, wings wind, wind, birds, bird wings on the wind, like angels, flying on the wind on wings, wings on the wind. Should I have married her? Not a chance. Was it the biggest mistake of my life? You bet. Would I do it again? In a heartbeat.
Wind. It's what's for dinner.
Wind. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
And yet, everything. Oh, we didn't even mention this guy's name.
What's your name, sir?
Dougie Jones.
His name is QN, and he says that because he is also the race QN, the only people to be born from the sky. And that is never touched upon ever again in this movie, and is just, it's so weird.
Oh, I guess we need to say the theme of the movie, isn't it? The theme of the movie is not enough information to the film.
Yeah.
We are supposed to infer every single element of this movie. I even wrote down in big letters, movie, we didn't read the book.
Yeah.
This isn't based on a book. This is supposed to be a full-formed entertainment property. What? He says he is QN. They were the first race of people on this planet, but now they're all gone. How would you know, buddy? What the fuck? Are you a genealogy expert?
I think he was just sticking with them.
So at night, later that night, Mika and Joshua get on the top of the ship. There's a racist character played by Billy West. You know how, let's get into it. We're always talking about racism here at Bad Toons. You know how in fiction, African people are depicted as being nothing more than primitive tribals. And they hunt with spears and they wear like loincloths instead of pants. And they speak with slightly Scottish accents.
Yeah.
This is so offensive, Aero-Troopers.
It was so...
What the fuck, Billy? What the fuck are you doing in this film?
You show now to this other boy.
My name is Joshua.
Yes, I have been told. I will remember it when this boy has done something to make worth remembering.
I mean, Team Fortress 2, this movie, that's enough to be a stereotype, right? No,
He's like a Queequeg character, because he's like, more noise, less food. They're going, okay, so this is just the ocean but in the sky, because they're going sky fishing now.
I didn't think that he was saying you're gonna spook the fish. I think he was saying, I'm not gonna feed you if you don't shut the fuck up.
Yo, shut the fuck up.
That's not Scottish.
Aye, shut the fuck up.
Shut your trap. Just insert
Piss off, you wanker.
Just insert the Samurai Jack speech.
So they're hunting for sky krill, and that's when Joshua says he's never seen the sky at night. Where I'm from, I never see the
I
sky at
was
night.
born today, and this
was-
is the first night I've experienced.
Is this Light Years? The only film I've seen more confusing than this is fucking Light Years. What is this nonsense? Where I'm from, I've never seen the sky without the hint of blue or the white of the clouds, but at night it's darkness, but a beautiful darkness, because I've never seen... The things they're hunting, by the way, are krill, or sky krill, so they're called skrill.
I'm always hunting that Skrilla.
Joshua decides he wants to be an Aero-Trooper, which is what Quinn is, or QN.
QN.
QN, the Skylander, is like, get on your portal of power. I'm going to teach you all about the sky, the different clouds. So he kind of floats up. He's kind of flying. But I'm like, okay, cool. He's an Aero-Trooper. He can fly. That's just their prerogative. That's what they can do. And he's like, those clouds are the fastest. They speak to me. I will give you speed. And those clouds are the softest. They say, we are the best for the young cadets. We are the safest clouds. And those clouds say, I will take you further to the heavens. But there is one cloud that speaks out louder than any cloud. There, it's the slipstream. Beware slipstream. It's kind of a duller, slower song. It's gonna kill the crowd.
And you're spinning in the slipstream, tideless, unreasoning, paddle right out of the maze. And you paddle right out of the maze.
Probably want to play Cross-Eyed Mary. That's a faster beat, has a lot of pomp. I mean, that or, Aqualung. I mean, that's the one everyone knows. That's what we came here for. But Slipstream, come on, man. You're going to put the audience to death. Stay away from it. That's been the Jethro Tull Joke Minute, brought to you by Ian Anderson's Flute School for Boys and Girls.
That wasn't funny. But it was funny. I hated it. But I loved it.
It's Doug funny.
Hey, Doug. It's me, your friend Skeeter Valentine. But I am not.
I am also Roger Klotz.
I am the wind.
So the first job of the Aero-Trooper cadets...
The first
job of the Aero-Trooper cadets is they're going to steal from sky pirates.
And they give them guns?
They give them guns with wooden bullets.
Wood.
We are sending a literal child who's the captain... Joshua has some kind of magic special destiny crap because, they keep saying, you're catching on so much better than everyone else. Mika was kind of a pussy and he got shot, but you shot up a bunch of bugs. Now you're even though you've been training for a day, you're gonna lead the rest of the cadets, and you, a child armed with wooden bullets, are going to fight actual pirates. They sneak on board the pirate ship. They're gonna steal all the food from the pirates. They rationalize it by saying, well, the pirates steal food from someone else, so fuck them.
It's the Sly Cooper. Devious Raccoonus.
No, it's Dark Cloud.
Oh, I'm sorry. Man, Dark Cloud and Sly Cooper, that sounds like it would make a great movie, but nope.
They're fighting the pirates, and the pirates have real guns that shoot bullets, or at least miniature spears by the way they're animated. And the kid, whenever the pirate pulls a gun on him, he goes, no, wait! And he covers his face, and the pirate will stop. And then he'll do a fucking flip and shoot his wooden bullet at the dude's eye or arm, and the other pirate will get the jump on him again, and he'll go, no, wait! And the pirate will stop again!
I'm just a little boy, you can't shoot me! Ha-ha! I'm just a little boy, please don't shoot me!
And then we have a Reservoir Dogs stare down, and it goes to the Matrix, and I've already checked out at this point.
Oh, I guess I gotta do the rest of the review myself. Okay, so, Chris, where are you going? Chris!
No, I'm done. I said I'm done. I'm
how are you, if you're leaving, how are you that close to the mic?
I'm taking the mic with me.
Chris, we don't have wireless mics! Chris, you're breaking the equipment!
Oh God, I'm catching on fire! Oh God, I snapped the XLR cable and it hit me in the eye, and now the mic equipment's catching on fire!
Chris, I don't think that's how XLR cables work.
They're highly flammable XLR cables. And I'm never shopping at Guitar Center again. And this is much better than watching this fucking movie. With my last breath, I cursed Thoreau for making us watch Aero-Troopers. They go to the cockpit, And that's when they had to fight the robot Poopsmith?
Yeah. And second Mark Hamill, the other Mark Hamill in this movie.
If you can aim that thing so well at me, then for sure you can aim it better at them. Now after them.
Kuon fucking throws people out of the ship to presumably fall to their death. So shooting people is bad. We're going to use wooden bullets. People falling for miles until they hit the ground. Oh, God's right with that, everybody.
Yeah, Coupon is pretty fucked up.
Joshua tries to retake the point on Hanamura away from Bastion. They blow the ship up, and that's when I realize whoever wrote this movie is a madman. The ship blows up. 3 of the pirates got thrown out of the ship. And then they float. They just fucking float. There's no gravity in this world.
I always dreamed of flying, and I can because it's 0 G's for some reason. There's no ground.
I thought Kuon was special, and that's why he could fly. No, Kuon is some dick who has like Spider-Man wings sewn into the armpits of his costume. He's just in a regular fucking, like, what do we call those? I want to say
wingsuit?
Okay, I was going to say speed suit, but that's what Dr. Venture wears. Yeah, he's just a dick in a wingsuit, which we have now. This is a world, yeah, well, not we personally.
Oh. I was about to say, fuck this podcast. I'm going to do some sick jumps. Damn
I'm going to fly away from this podcast. Goodbye.
Chris left.
Oh no, the XLR cable!
Chris left again. God damn it.
It got caught on my wings! And I'm going down!
Why would you fly with a mic? It's not a lavalier.
I'm back. This world has no fucking rules. There has to be some kind of gravity or some kind of force. One, they treat the sky like the ocean, which is all but a cliche in this day and age.
Yeah.
But even in all those properties, like Skies of Arcadia, I assume, I don't play JRPGs, I'm not a fucking Call of Duty or nothing. But even in those, if you fall off your ship, you're gonna fall to your death. In this, you fall off your ship and nothing bad happens. These islands that are flying in the sky aren't magic. There's probably some scientific nerd who can fucking explain it to me. And I'm gonna say this. If you could explain it to me, then why couldn't the fucking movie I fucking bought on Amazon for $8 explain it to me? Movie, you can at least explain one fucking thing to me. In the very beginning, our world is not like your world. It doesn't follow the same rules. I'm not Mark Hamill, by the way. I'm Kane the Vampire. Ve Victus. So Joshua gets saved by this chick. He falls in love with this chick. He goes, talks to this wacky scientist about switching majors midway through the movie. I don't want to be an Aero-Trooper, the name of the film. I want to be an Aero Ranger, an Aero Star, a flight guy.
I want to be Fly Man.
I want to be a Blue Angel. And him and this old man proceed to have the most annoying, I call it L. Ron Hubbard's Who's On First. It is the most annoying scene in movie history. Take a listen.
Sir, my excuses, but this aeroplane, of what make is it? Its like is not familiar to me. A craft of so much metal can fly? Fly well? Yet, there is no propeller or provision for one's attachment that I can see.
You would be Joshua. I gather by the late night's rattling you've been working on the airplanes. Nora's airplaned by the sound of the engine.
Yes, how, sir, did...
Nathaniel.
Who?
It sounds like you finally fixed her engine's problems. You should be pleased. For she will be pleased come this morning when her plane runs smooth.
Really? You think she'll...
It's called an aero-rocket. It needs no propeller. It flies by the accelerating exhaust gases from the engines.
Well, what? Wait, sir, you're confusing me. Nora's...
Nathaniel, maybe we can help you become an aero pilot.
No, Joshua. Joshua's my name, not Nathaniel.
Yes, she will be pleased. It's been months since that engine's been right. I should have worked on it earlier, but this has taken so much of my time.
You are Nathaniel?
Yes. I cannot get this to work just yet either. The fuel feed is problematic in a mysterious way.
You're a senior mechanic and recognize the plane I was working on because you've worked on Nora's plane before.
Yes.
The Aero rocket you're working on is a prototype you're developing, but there's some problem with the fuel feed?
Yes.
And if I can help you solve your problem, you can help me become an Aero pilot?
Yes.
Your name is Nathaniel.
Yes.
So he gets the girl who saved his life and he has a crush on to explain to him how to become a pilot now.
This very day shall in fact see Aero-Trooper become Aero pilot. One will become the other, and both will become one.
And they explain more about the inner workings of this ship than the lore of this movie, the backstories of the characters, the motivation of anyone.
This was an advertisement for these non-existent planes.
They explain the fuel line, the accelerometer, the compass,
The gyroscope.
the gyroscope, how to see how many bullets are left in the chamber of your machine gun turret. What the fuck? I'm saying Drew Scanlon would have loved this scene if he wasn't rotting away in a North Korean prison. Let's fucking flash forward. We have yet another training montage where he learns to fly, and he does a bunch of dick stunts that almost get them both killed. They're attacked by the Nemocles again. Fuck, they have a truce with the pirates, even though they tried to murder them with bullets and explosions. And that's when this movie just becomes the ending. The ending is just half this movie is just this one prolonged fight with the Nemocles with brief intermissions of like character building moments. And I'm being generous when I say that in between. It turns out Nathaniel, whatever his name is, he's actually the father of the girl who's teaching Joshua. I feel sexist for forgetting her name, but unlike Joshua Nathaniel, I didn't hear it 97 times. He's also the captain?
No, he's not the captain.
No, he's the captain. The other guy's the commander. The redhead guy's the commander. It turns out they barely touch on it, but there should have been a moment like, you're the captain too? He's the captain as well. Fuck this movie. How do you work? You live on the ship. Oh, forgot to mention, this movie takes place over years. 3.
And no one ages.
3 years. He's 8, 9, 10, 11, and 11. Still, I'm assuming he's 8. At most, he's 12, 13, 14, 15. He still shouldn't be shooting people or flying planes.
Child soldiers rule.
It gets to the point where it looks like there's only 2 people left. I guess the Nemocles has been systematically killing every character, because by the end, the only people fighting the Nemocles, all the pirates fuck off, is the chick and the Anakin Skywalker kid. They're the only 2 people left. There's like 50 fucking people on the bridge. Why aren't they fucking helping?
Can we talk about the commander for a second?
Yeah.
Because he shows up randomly. They never really talk about him. They maybe allude to him once, but he just shows up. And it's Jess Harnell playing probably the most serious role they've ever got for Jess Harnell, where he just talks and he's like, all full speed ahead, and that's it. They got fucking Wacko Warner.
This man is a Warner brother.
They got Wacko Warner and Texas from Motor City to be full speed ahead.
Full speed ahead. Well, there's no levity to any of these characters.
That's true.
The one character who tells jokes
dies 4 times.
Well, no, there's also the pirate captain with the fucking comb over. Fucking ham egg is in this film. So the mighty Quinn gets eaten by the sky shark.
You mean Kubalpon?
Cubots, robots for everybody, gets eaten by the sky shark. And it makes me think, how the fuck does a giant metal shark the size of a country sneak up on you? If the wind is your friend and you listen to the wind, wouldn't it say, yo, heads up? You hear that ka-chunk, 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 those clattering teeth? Yeah, that's the fucking sky shark. He's a-coming. Everyone's dead except for our 2 characters and Jess Harnell. And they're spending a romantic night before they go on a mission that might be a suicide mission, looking at the stars. And Joshua asks girl character, what are those twinkling lights in the sky? She's like, the stars?
Those crazy lights.
Those crazy kooky lights. What? Why does that one look like a spoon? Oh, it's a bear. And she's like, you're fucking stupid. How come no one flies to those? And she's like, my dad tried to fly to those once. He ran out of air. There was no air, so he fell. We should do it. this new invention your dad built before he got eaten by Sky Shark. It doesn't need air to fly. It's a rocket, and we'll fly to those stars. They think the stars are like a couple miles away. I accept this film does not take place on Earth. And I accept, people float and animals live in the sky and there's trees that grow in the sky. I'll accept that too. Maybe there's something about the density of the cloud formations. Maybe something about the amount of moisture in the air makes it so the human body, I don't know, just this is caught on air currents and maybe they're just slowly falling, but the drag takes so, I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm just throwing at anything to appease you movie in a sense of finding common ground with this film. But it has to take place in our universe. The basic laws of physics on a universal scale have to be established. And I do not believe that this civilization built giant flying cities made of metal before they discovered basic optics. Because fucking Galileo existed before the Industrial Revolution. The fucking Egyptians, the fucking Greek knew, hey, those stars, they're not a couple miles away. They're millions of miles away. It's crazy how far they are. They might be dead and we might just be seeing the light right now.
One would say they're light years away.
Oh my goodness, I just took this piece of glass and I took this piece of glass and I took this big tube and I just, oh my goodness, look at that, that's Pluto. It's, oh my goodness. If I was to go on there on our boat, or let's say if I had some kind of sky boat, I'd be dead before I got there. Oh my goodness.
Hey, you say light year? Like that racist cocaine dealer from fucking Toy Story? That movie hasn't been invented yet.
Oh my goodness. We're Greek. We're making a Toy Story over here. You're gonna love it. Hey, you know how like toys? No, we don't know what toys are. Okay, you know how like rocks that we paint faces on them and give to our dumb kids? Yeah, I know those. Okay, what if they came to life when we weren't looking? They don't? No, they don't. But in this story, they do. Look, I'm just gonna get a bunch of people to put on some masks, to stand on this rock and sing like the general tone of the film, like a chorus, like a us chorus, and they're gonna be like, woe be betides the story of Woody the cowboy. What's a cowboy? Okay, you know how we have cows? Yeah, do we? I don't know geography. Assume we have cows. We got cows, and like this dude, he wears a hat, like a special hat that says, I'm in charge of the cows. But he's not really in charge of the cows, he's a toy. Well, it's a rock with a face painted on it. Okay, and then we got this pile of wood that I've tied together with yarn. He's a spaceman and he believes he's a spaceman. Well, because he's a spaceman. No, he's also a toy. Jesus. You know what? I should probably invent toys before I invent the movie Toy Story.
Hey, why don't we just do Hercules?
Wait, you want to invent that Robin Williams picture? It wasn't very good. I think you should skip toys and go right to Toy Story. That's just my opinion. Hey, you want to do... Hey, you want to do Hercules? Let's get Danny DeVito on the phone.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Danny DeVito.
Hey, Danny DeVito, you sound like everyone else here in Greece.
Yeah, that's great. And this isn't racist because Greece was in Greece. We're not doing Rome.
Greece is the word. Nathaniel gets eaten by the sky shark. Quirm gets eaten by the sky shark. And it's up to Joshua, who gets promoted to like captain of the Aero-Troopers, even though he's 14. Is this like a Neon Genesis thing? Look at only 14-year-olds in Kyle MacLachlan.
Yeah,
Aero-Troopers. He's
now dressed like Ray. Like, look at him.
Get in the Sky Shark, Joshua, or we'll make this nameless protagonist chick get in.
She had a name, but I think I forgot it because every time he said it, Nathaniel would go, Nathaniel, and he'd go, Nathaniel? Joshua, Nathaniel.
So they go inside the Nemocles. Guess what? Quint's fine. He's fine. He made it because the Nemocles is a ship that was built by Nathaniel.
I created this. All of this. All for what? My selfishness? My desire to fly? My idea to explore and chart our world? My dreams, our nightmare! I wanted to bring our world together, not tear it apart.
No hint of this. They don't drop any subtle clues, and there's no payoff. It's just like, I built this ship, and it didn't have a crew, so I gave it a mind, and that mind was like, yo, I'm hungry, I'm gonna hump. And you know what? I used parts of a Hungry Hippo game to build the engine, and the AI I took from Pac-Man, this is on me, my bad. I'm gonna smash this son of a bitch right in the slipstream.
May you all be safely on your way back to the aeroship. We are out of time.
And he does just that. Shark goes in the slipstream and blows up.
The end.
The end. You think Joshua dies? He doesn't?
Because he's been narrating.
Oh no, I forgot the twist ending. Fucking Mark Hamill, old hands. The old hands are like, I wanted to escape the bonds of my home. I don't know why. That makes it sound like you were a slave when obviously you weren't. You were some kid living in a
slave to the current, to the wind.
To the wind.
But also you weren't.
You made the wind your slave.
They make the wind the slave, but we're slaves to the wind and the beat.
You are the wind's mother and lover.
You are the wind beneath my wing, Joshua. I'm glad they introduced that little girl character for you to have romance with, because before that, this seemed like a pedophilic relationship going on, to be honest.
Yeah, you seem to have a lot of interest in that little boy.
Your interests may have less to do with flying and your desire less in aeroplanes than an aeropilot.
Yeah.
Youth flows to adulthood with many changes to the body and mind, but it is the heart that catches the strongest current.
And the person who wrote this movie seems to have a lot of interest in a somewhat sexual relationship between two children. So, the old hands is like, I wanted to escape the bonds of my home, and I did just that, because I'm Joshua, the fucking merriest Sue character who's ever existed in fiction. And now, I'm gonna go to space with my old wife. Well, here's a rocket ship. I go to space now. Good night. Credits.
I think that if you watched Star Wars The Force Awakens, and you said, Rey is a Mary Sue, she got all those powers like instantly, and she was super good at them and everything, you should be tied down and forced to watch this shithole of a movie. Because this is the fucking overpowered fucking main character.
Here's why I don't think Rey is a Mary Sue. And I know people are going to say that term is sexist, but I think that term became sexist because people use it incorrectly, and people use it to describe any female character.
Yeah.
Because the moment any female character is empowered, oh, it's bad fiction. Fuck you for being a sexist piece of shit. I don't think Rey is a Mary Sue because we have other Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
We've already seen the journey of a character like discovering their powers twice over. Anakin Skywalker, Luke Skywalker. We've had those two stories where like you have some powers you're unaware of. We have mystery stuff in Rey's past. Like, was she trained? I don't know. There's that J.J. Abrams mystery box, which pisses a lot of people off. But unlike most J.J. Abrams films and properties, I think this film earns its mystery box because the Jedi are a previously established fiction over 6 other films.
And 1 million books.
And 1 million books. Joshua, this motherfucker, who I don't know if he's Space Jesus or if he's L. Ron Hubbard's insert character, this motherfucker is perfect at every single thing he does. Oh, you have the body of a cadet, but the soul of a captain.
At one point,
I know you're an Aero-Trooper, but you should also be a plane man.
Oh, fuck, Mika got shot. He's bleeding out. Someone get a doctor. No, get Joshua. He has the hands of a surgeon. Oh man, I'm never gonna get this birthday card to the other end of the ship by 12 o'clock, and it'll make this birthday card late. I am almost gonna miss this person's birthday. Oh, get Joshua. He has the souls of a cheetah. Like souls as in he has the actual soul of a cheetah, but also the feet of he has paw prints like a cat. It's weird, but he's the fastest. He'll run. Fuck this film. And fuck this character who's just good at everything for the sake of being good at everything.
Except for having a good haircut.
Except for having a terrible haircut. And Mark Hamill, the future version of this shit, reminds you over and over again how great he is because he keeps saying, I was very young. Can you believe I did all this shit when I was a child? I was very young. So all in all, this movie was bad. Andy, final thoughts?
I think this movie was very good. No, this movie was very bad. I loved it, but also hated it. I can't sugarcoat it. This is one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Well, now it's time for your favorite moment of the show. Chris recommends. We watched a bad tune, so let's suggest a good tune. I'm going to suggest Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow, a film I've never seen, because it's got to be better than this. Statistically, objectively, unless Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow is end after end, just skits written by the guy who writes Control-Delete, objectively has to be better than this. And I know you're going to say that's a live action movie. No, it's a CG movie with insert. You know, like how like Star Wars is like real people and then they'll insert like a digital character. This is the inverse. This is just a digital movie and like, oh, hey, here's the real people. Isn't that novel? It's pretty good.
Yeah, there's one real person and it's Gabriel Byrne and he flies a skyship
into Cool World.
Yes.
Oh, wait, that episode got blocked off YouTube. Half our audience isn't going to get it.
Well, everyone's seen Cool World.
That's true. Because a fucking guy with glasses, they've seen Cool World.
Hey,
my
you
video
have glasses?
my video gets fucking pulled, and that guy who doesn't even know how to put on a goddamn tie gets to have his video, and Ralph Bakshi gets to retweet it. Then again, if Ralph Bakshi probably saw our review of Cool World, he probably would have cried.
Damn you, Ralph Bakshi. I blame Ralph Bakshi for this movie.
You know what? If you want to watch a good cartoon where people have a ship that flies, Teddy Ruxpin. Newton Gimmick builds a fucking airship. Yeah. Good night, everybody. Thoreau, we're going to go behind the curtain for a moment. Buddy, I know you gave me $90 to review this film, and this film only cost me $8 on Amazon. I still feel like you owe me money. Oh shit, I almost forgot. It's still Pride Month. I mean, it's over really soon, but I think I have enough time to sneak in one quick recommendation. Now, I could talk to you about Loud House, which has been featuring gay and lesbian characters, but I haven't watched it yet, so instead, I'm going to suggest Russian Zootopia, aka New Pogodi. Now, we're headed into theory territory here, but bear with me. So what if Tom really wanted to smash Jerry? No, not that kind of smash. Yeah, that is all over this show. Now, the wolf, or Volk, chases the hare, or Zeist, but rarely do we see the wolf attempt to eat the hare. At least, not in that way. They live in an anthropomorphic society, and I doubt the character would be so cavalier about murder and cannibalism. At worst, he's a bully. At best, he's the kind of bully you find on Craigslist. Oh, and then there's this. And this. And this.
Любимый мой родной. И нежное прощание
Now, I know what you might be thinking, but the hare is a boy. He's just a real pretty boy. So you get the wolf being a bad boy, chasing the hare around, and the hare's playing hard to get. It's a real Bowser Peach thing going on. Yes, that's canon. I asked Miyamoto, and he was like, sure, why the fuck not? Now, I must say, I have seen it posited that this was intentional, but it was made to warn about the dangers of lascivious homosexuals preying on naive heterosexual youths, seeing how Russia had and still has to this day a homophobia problem. Well, 2 notes on that. 1. How is this supposed kid able to afford such a swank fucking pad? 2. Why the hell did they make the wolf so fuckable? He's like one of the coolest characters ever. He's a lovable scumbag like Han Solo. He's like Fritz the cat, or rather, an animal version of Vinny from Hey Good Lookin'. Except Vinny really wants to fuck Crazy Shapiro. Oh hey, and if you're an LGBTQ furry, this is all bonus points. I only mention this because Milt said he would force people to watch this episode of Bad Toons at one of his conventions he goes to. Just a shame these 2 crazy kids don't immigrate to a place like Canada where they can celebrate their love instead of living under the oppressive eye of their tortoise dictator who considers them posting pictures of them holding hands on Facebook a form of propaganda. Russia fucking sucks. But hey, they did have some cool cartoons.
Светлой ночью без огня. И горят, горят для нас одни рассветы. Лишь потому, что я люблю и так отчаянно люблю, что без тебя я не могу прожить и дня. Верь, что я люблю тебя и вижу я твои глаза, читаю в них, что любишь ты меня.
Заяц!
Расскажи, Снегурочка, где была? Расскажи-ка, милая, как дела?
И за тобою бегала Дед Мороз, пролила немалые горьких слез.
А ну-ка, давай-ка, плясать выходи, а?
Нет, Дед Мороз, нет, Дед Мороз, нет, Дед Мороз, погоди.
Ждет моих подарочков ребятня, и тебе достанется от меня.
И, наконец, сбываются все мечты. Лучший мой подарочек — это ты.
А ну-ка, давай-ка, плясать выходи, а?
Нет, Дед Мороз, нет, Дед Мороз, нет, Дед Мороз, погоди.
Oh, what the fuck, New Pagodi? I just finished fucking vouching for you. What's with all this racist shit? Jesus, all these fucking old cartoons are fucking racist as hell. Fucking Looney Tunes, fucking Tintin, fucking Popeye, just fuck it. You know, from now on, I'm gonna fucking review cartoons from the year 1999 and onwards. You know, you don't fucking see this shit in fucking Ed, Edd n Eddy. Jesus. God, fucking racist bullshit. First, the Russians hack our elections, and then they fucking ruin an episode of Bad Toons. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe to our channel for more, go ahead and click the skull, and also click the bell to be notified when our next video comes out. If you want to help us make more content with better equipment, click that weird orange letter P. Find out how you can join our monthly Discord hangout sessions, or how you can be a part of the next Bad Toons Patreon Picks episode.